Hey guys, it's your girl Cayce Hanalei here, and I realized the other day that I've never done a get ready with me video, so I thought I would do a get ready with me for a brush with death video with you guys doing my makeup. I hope that sounds fun. I don't talk about the makeup ever in my videos, so might be something fun to do. Welcome to this wild ride that we're both going to be on, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so I just washed my face. I am barefaced. Just brushed my teeth, but they're looking a little corn teethy right now. I need to go whiten my teeth again. But anyway, so everything is all clean. Everything is double cleansed. Wash your face, girl, if you haven't, because washing your face is very important. You should never sleep in your makeup. I'm looking for my lotion right now. I have my makeup certification. So I did take some courses, and yeah, not all the courses, obviously, because I don't use it a lot. So I took some stuff. But anyways, one thing they teach you is do not leave your makeup on. It adds age to your skin. I don't remember the exact statistics, but basically every hour that you leave your makeup on, it adds age to your skin. So make sure that you moisturize before you put your makeup on. So this is La Roche-Posay. And before I moved to Las Vegas, I used to have really oily skin, but when I got out here, it actually turned into kind of like a mixed bag, I'm a little oily in here, but overall I'm pretty dry. So make sure that you moisturize your skin before you put on your makeup. Okay, so now that we're all moisturized, one thing that I did learn with getting my certification is one thing that our instructor taught us, which Lily, if you're watching, hi Lily, it's good to see you, kind of over the airwaves. She always taught us to do your eye makeup first. That way, if there's any fallout or anything, you can always clean it up. And make sure if you are going out during the daytime, if you're not like a vampire like me, make sure that you wear sunscreen as well. So this was the face cream it's body and face cream, but I really like, not sponsored. Nobody sponsors me, so we're safe. La Roche, is that how you say it? La Roche-Posay. Got it backwards. And then I am going to prime my eyes. I like to kind of prime them twice because I'm a little neurotic. So I like the thank me later stuff that, it's not focusing. Oh, we'll see if it actually works. But yeah, so again, this is my first get ready with me video. So if I'm a little all over the place, I apologize. Okay, so I like to kind of get underneath too, so that when I put a little bit of concealer on, it will stay put. And then I like to go on top with it's Urban Decay, their eyeshadow primer, and it's Eden color, so it's a little tinted. It has a little bit of a beige tint. So it's a nice base for whatever eyeshadow you're gonna put on next. So I like to kind of let this sit a little bit, let it get a little tacky. Another thing that our instructor taught us is if you want something really, really with a true color, you need to go in with white first, like a white pencil. Maybe I'll demonstrate that today. I don't think I have one. Yeah, I usually just use the NYX white jumbo pencil. And this way, when it's basically like priming a canvas. Basically when I, erase my skin color and just put white on there, any eyeshadow that I put on afterward is going to be even brighter, right? it's kind of like if you've ever painted your nails like a neon color, right? And this looks ridiculous right now, but trust me, it'll work. um, and with the primer, it doesn't crease that bad. So anyways, so it's kind of like if you paint your nails with a really bright neon color, you should go in with a white color first, because that way the neon color is gonna just pop. Otherwise, you're gonna have to put layer after layer after layer of neon for it to even show true color. And this is like basic, like artistic color theory as well. So it was really interesting when I was taking my certification. A lot of things were kind of commingling between, I have my bachelor's in fine art, and I got my certification in makeup, and a lot of like color theory is color theory, right? So a lot of things bled through, and I was learning a lot of the same things that I was learning in art school, in makeup school, which was cool. Okay, so it looks really bright right now, and I really have no idea what kind of look I'm gonna go with today. By the way, this is the makeup look for the Karen Reed case that I'm gonna cover. So if you want to see it in action, go ahead and look up that. And maybe I'll put a link, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'll put a link to the actual Karen Reed, a true crime video, and you can go ahead and check that out. So I have, for my eyeshadow look, and please ignore the mess, it's kind of messy, but I have this Morphe palette. Do you say Morphe or Morph? I say Morphe. Yeah, Morphe. And this is, I'm trying to find the palette number 39S. Such a gem. So, and this is what it looks like. It's really pretty. Ooh, pretty, pretty. So, and then I'm not sure whose brush this is. I got it in an Ipsy bag, like, has to be like 5 or 6 years ago. I hold on to stuff a lot, and I'm trying to open my shadow switch. Do you guys have one of these? These are awesome. If you don't have one, get one. I know they're not the best for your brushes. You have to be really gentle. Don't like that, but it's really nice because you can go back and forth between eyeshadow colors without changing your brush, which I probably should change my brush, but sometimes I don't want to. Sometimes I just want to be, a little dirty. And I'm a busy woman, right? I'm a busy woman. So I'm going in with, let's see, I even kept you can see how I'm organized. I'm an organized person. This one is called Pearlfection. So this is going to be kind of like my highlight on the top of my brow, and you're not really even going to be able to see it that much, but that's okay. All right, so I'm going in, and sometimes beauty influencers, they'll do one whole eye first, and I don't really understand that. I usually go back, I do each step on each eye as I'm going back and forth, which maybe is a weird way to do it, but do you guys do it that way too? Sorry, I'm kind of banging around here. Okay, so I went in with Pearlfection. That was just the highlight. Now I gotta choose my transition color. Oh, choices. Decisions. I think I'm gonna go with Posh Boss, which is like kind of a purpley gray color, and this is just gonna be our transition color. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this in my crease. Ooh, that's a little darker than I wanted it to be. That's okay. We're gonna blend that out. And if I hadn't put the white on first, it wouldn't be as colorful as it is right now. I know it's gonna look a little ridiculous, and I'm on camera, so I'm like, I think I'm feeling a little bit more nervous than I usually do. And usually with a brush with death, I'm very scripted, so this is not scripted at all. Okay. And if am I hitting my mic? Oh, it's like my first YouTube video all over again. Okay, so I blended that pretty good. And people in the comments were probably like, she didn't blend that at all. That looks like crap. I think I'm gonna go with like a purpley look today. Because there's some really nice bright purpley colors in here. So I'm gonna go with Grape Minds, which is this really bright one right here. Ooh, so pretty. I'm making so much noise, I'm sorry. And it's the rare occasion, ooh yeah, it's the rare occasion where we have thunderstorms going on in Las Vegas right now. So you might hear something in the background. Oh yeah, that's pretty. You see how bright that looks? I mean, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but in person, that white definitely helps it pop. Okay. And the same thing over here. And yeah, the nice thing about doing your eyes first is you can clean up any fallout afterward and you don't mess up your foundation, which is really, really helpful and quick. When I used to do makeup for clients, well, many moons ago, I would start with the eyeshadow first, and everyone would always comment like, what are you doing? Why are you starting with my eyes first? I'm like, well, just trust me, girly. I did weddings, I did parties, girls' night out. I didn't do it for that long. I should have stuck with it. I really enjoyed it. It was just, I was living in San Diego at the time, and the market was so saturated with makeup artists at the time that I think I just got discouraged, and I just dropped it completely, which, you know, choices, right? Okay, that looks pretty. Now, I think I'm gonna go in with some kind of shimmer, which I don't really have. Sometimes the Morphe palettes, the shimmer shades don't do very well. Let me see this one. See, I don't like that. This one. That one's pretty. This one is Make Bank, which is like a silver purpley color. It's this one up here. And it has some glitter in it. So I'm gonna put this in the corner. Oh yeah, that looks really pretty. I don't know if you can see it. Really, really pretty. And then Loli, our instructor, would always teach us how to do the eyeshadow right, but she always did like a Pac-Man, okay? Like Pac-Man, you cram the shadow into Pac-Man's mouth, and that way, you know, so you do light first, and then you pack it full and do the darkest color right into his mouth, right into the I don't know if I'm explaining this right. This is why I'm scripted, because I just ramble. Otherwise, I just ramble, and it's just not. So now I'm going in with Roxxon, which, is that a euphemism? I don't know. It's just like really, it's almost black, but it's like a black with like an iridescent blue shimmer. And I used this the other day, and oh, it's gorgeous. So I'm packing this into Pac-Man's mouth, right in the corner there. And I'm getting a lot of fallout from this color, but that's okay, because we'll clean it up in just a little bit. Okay, that looks really pretty. Okay, so now what I do is I just blend. And also too, when I clean up the corner right here. So I used to do eyeliner, but I think my eyes are just really oily or something, because I would always, no matter what, mascara and eyeliner just fall right off and go right, I would look like a raccoon, right? I hated it. No matter what I did, I would try to set it. I would try to, didn't matter what the brand was. I got like the most expensive brand thinking that, you know, it would help me out, but nope, did not help. Okay, so do I want a little bit more transition? Should I blend a little bit more? I don't know. I kind of like the, see if I try to blend it. It might end up looking muddy. I kind of like the line though. What do you guys think? Yeah. So, okay. So you'll see, it looks like a hot mess right now, but you will see once I clean it up, it will look real nice. Okay, so that's my eyeshadow look. And I actually don't do mascara or eyeliner. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera. Oh, and I didn't even put my pretty headband on. I should have done that earlier. I like to do this because I don't like to get makeup in my hair. Okay, so I took these from, I had a spa day, and the spa that I go to is the one at Resorts World, which is co-ed, and it's really fun, and they have these wonderful makeup remover pads. So whenever I go, I try to like kind of take a few more than I probably need. Okay, so in order to clean this up and get a nice line, what I do is I take my, and you can use, so how my instructor taught me how to do it was actually to take some lotion, put a little lotion right here, and then you take a makeup brush, a clean one, and you swipe it across, right? And you just clean it up that way. But I actually prefer using a towelette, like a makeup towel, and I just use my fingernail, right, that sharp edge, and I just go right there. See? And then I clean it up a little bit. And I have pretty sensitive skin, so I think that's kind of why I stopped using, see, that looks nice. Stopped using the lotion method because I think it was irritating my skin. Okay, and then I go on the other side. And I have to kind of do this one left-handed. Okay. Did you know that people who are left-handed tend to be more creative? My mom is left-handed. She would say that she's not a creative person, but I think she is. Because it uses that part of your brain a little bit more. Creative part of your brain. Okay. So that looks really good. Are they even? You can see I'm breaking out. Oh, once in a while I'll break out pretty bad. But it's not too bad. And I do leave my ring in too, because I like to clean that up later. So I usually keep this just on hand. I don't throw it out just yet, just in case I have a little mess. Okay, so now I go in with my foundation, and I have a few different ones that I go in between. I really like this Bobbi Brown one. This is the Intensive Skin Serum Foundation. It has SPF of 40, which is amazing. And yeah, the serum in this is really beautiful. This is a little bit of a lighter tone when I'm not as tan. I don't tan, but in the summer I get a little bit of color. And then I have the House Beauty Triclone. I really like this one too. This one wears really well. I think I'm gonna go with this one. This one is C72 color. This one, and you can see I've almost used up the whole thing. I really like this. So when I would work on clients, I usually wouldn't use my fingers. But if it's yourself, I am all for the finger method. Finger method. That sounds nice. Okay, so I have 2 pumps here. Well, it's like 2.5. I accidentally pumped. And I usually just give myself a good little base. And I probably should use a sponge, right? But I don't like it. I feel like using sponges is just a gimmick because I feel like you use a lot more product than you need to when you use a sponge. And it's just their way of getting you to buy more of their stuff. And I'm a cheapskate, so I'll use my fingies. Right. Okay, and they work pretty well. Yeah, this foundation is so beautiful, and it has like this nice kind of dewy finish, but not like oily. And this tone is a little yellow for my skin, but I'm gonna go in with some concealer and it'll kind of even it out a little bit. Are you guys warm tone, or are you neutral, or are you cool tone? So most people are actually warm tone, which I learned. I'm cool toned. So this is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I really love this stuff. This is like dupes any like major brand. And this is in light ivory. So this is pretty light, but it kind of evens out my foundation. I'm gonna try to cover up my little pimple there. And I usually like to put a little, I don't contour. I don't really like contouring. Again, I don't, if you want to enhance, you know, your natural, the natural planes of your face and stuff, I think go for it. But I don't know, there's something about people going way too overboard with the contouring, and it's just looks bad to me. It looks fake. I don't like anything fake. In Las Vegas, there's a lot of fake around here. Okay. Okay, it's looking pretty good. I don't know if this is gonna cover up. I might have to go in with some powder. And I will in a minute, but I don't like to bake either. So all of that contouring and the baking and all that stuff, actually, did you guys know that it actually originated from the drag community and how they do their makeup? And it should never be like an everyday thing, like baking and just that heavy, heavy makeup is so bad for your skin. You need to let your skin breathe. It drives me nuts when I see girls like, you know, and men, you know, having trouble with their skin. And it just makes me wonder, like, how long is your skin under makeup all the time? You know, like, give your skin a little bit of a break. And maybe some people don't have that luxury. I don't know. You know, maybe that's not the... But again, it was never supposed to be under chemical and even there's no such thing as like good for your skin makeup either. Like, yes, there's like stuff that's better for your skin than others, but just anything extra on top of your skin is just not a good idea. I'm gonna go wash my hands. I will be right back. So that looks pretty good. I really hope that you guys, oh, and I had a pimple patch on before this, and you can actually see the ring. Oh no. Okay, so let's finish the face. So, like I said, I don't like to contour, but I do like to go in with a little bronzer and blush. So this is Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and this is in... It's the color, 6676. I guess that's the color. I don't know. Okay, so you're gonna put this anywhere that the sun is gonna hit first, right? So that's what logically makes sense. So I'm gonna do my cheekbones and just like a light dusting. And some people go really heavy on the powder, but I just, it just makes me feel icky. Just so much makeup. Okay, and then I usually do like top of the forehead, and sometimes I like to kind of get in to the temples too. That looks really pretty. Okay. Okay, and just like I said, just a light little dusting. And then this is my new favorite blush. It's the Buttermelt blush by NYX, and this is color you know butter in Shimmering Coral. Okay, so this is really pigmented. So what I usually do is I usually dip my brush and I usually like pat it on the lid, and then I just do a really light. I'm already pretty pink, so I don't need a lot. But I like to do like sometimes a little on the nose. Okay. That looks really pretty. Okay. Really pretty. Okay, so so now I like to kind of set some stuff with my spray, and I have a few different sprays here, but the one I've really been liking is this Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury. I really like this stuff, and it smells really nice. And the first ingredient is, I think, water. It doesn't have alcohol in it, which is what I... So, okay. So this does, when it dries, it gives you a dewy finish. If you don't like the dewy, go over it with powder and it'll give you more matte finish. And then right after, I like to... I got my little fan here. Woo! That's a lot. I like to go in with my powder, and this is the Infallible L'Oreal Paris Fresh Wear powder. And this is in shade 20 Ivory. So I usually like to just like hit my T-zone and like under the eyes. And I guess it's like technically baking, right? But it's really just to set everything down. And then that's it. I don't like to do anything more. And that little pimple in the middle is still rearing its ugly head. So let me go in with a double layer. What I'll do is I'll do this until it's gone. I have like a bullseye on my forehead. Here we go. Just reminds me, whenever I get a pimple, it just reminds me of that Bob's Burgers episode where he gets the pimple on his nose. And then he goes to Linda's reunion and everyone's like a dermatologist or whatever, and they're like freaking out because he has this giant pimple and they love it. Do dermatologists love pimple? You know what? I like my fair share of pimple popping, right? I think everyone does, but okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my eyelashes. Actually, you know what? Let me do eyebrows first. And I'm banging around in here. Sorry, guys. I have this nice little like setup here. So I like to go in first with a pencil, and this is the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. And I don't know what shade this is. I think it's just the dark brown shade. Okay, so, and you can see I redid my scar here. I do actually have a scar here, but sometimes I like to emphasize it. Makes me look tough. Tough goth girl. Oh, like Ray Ripley. Oh yeah. That's a good look. Okay, that looks really nice. Okay, and then I'll go on the other side. I might have to do this with my right hand because I can't do it with my left. And they're cousins. They're not even sisters. They're cousins. I'm going to blend it out a little bit. There we go. Okay. Pretty. And then I'll usually go in with a little powder to set it, and this is the e.l.f. brow kit in color medium. And I just take the little powder part and set my brows. I usually just do top, and I like my, I don't know about you guys, but I like my brows a little fuzzy, a little big. All right, okay, now we're gonna go in with, I'm leaking a little bit, with my eyelashes. And I'll put these right on top. And I got my Ardell lash glue. And what lashes are these? I just got these from Ross. I think these are Ardell too. Not Ross, I got them from TJ Maxx. So I used to use the black colored glue for eyelashes, and that stuff takes forever to dry, and I like didn't realize that there's like almost like instant dry glue. The brush on glue is like instant dry. Oh my god, changed my life. So now I wear lashes all the time because I didn't used to. I used to hate it. I like didn't understand how other people were just popping on their lashes like it's no big deal. But now I know, I guess. So whatever, but now it's super easy to put on because it dries really fast, and you know, when you get used to putting them on. So I don't even have, I usually go in with tweezers to kind of mesh them a little bit, right? But even then, I don't really worry about it. It's not like I'm on like the cover of Vogue or something. There we go. And then I'll mesh the other side. Whoop. Oh, this is why I don't use tweezers, because it always sticks. Come on, why are you sticking, bro? Oh, maybe use our fingers. So Mama does not have the patience. Ah, see? Okay. Good enough. All right, let's do the other one. That one's like hanging on. Here I was talking up my eyelash game and it just fails. Okay. Do you guys reuse your eyelashes? Try to clean mine and reuse them, but I should probably just stop being cheap. Maybe not cheap, frugal. I like that term better. All right, then One. Why? See, this is why I don't wear these tweezers. Maybe that's why they were in clearance. We'll just hate them. They're like sticky almost. I'm trying to get the glue off of them, but there's glue on them. That's a pain. It's a real pain. Okay. So those look janky, but that's fine. I usually clean them up anyways. You can blend them into your makeup. Okay. So this, you can see this one's hanging off a little bit. That's okay. So what I usually do, so I really don't wear eyeliner that much, but I usually clean up my eyelashes with eyeliner. So you can see how there's like a little gap there. You see that? So I like to go in. Clean it up a little bit. There we go. That looks good. And I'll do the other side. Clean it up a little bit. There. Now there's no gap. Maybe still a little bit, but it's gonna look good on camera, so I don't really care. No one's really looking that hard, and if you are, then sorry. Okay, so now the finishing touches on the eye makeup. So I wait until like the very end to do this part. And I go in with a waterproof charcoal eyeliner. So this one is NYX Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, and definitely a turn on. Waterproof Extreme eyeliner. So I do my waterline. I just gently pull that down. And we're going to blend this in a second. Okay. Just a little layer. And I like to play with this sometimes and do like different colors and stuff because I think it really helps the makeup pop. And then I'm gonna go back in with a little eyeshadow. And I'm gonna do, I think Grape Mines again. That's that bright color in the middle. So I'm just gonna tip it in. Wipe a little bit off on my switch. And then I just lightly blend. Oh, that looks so pretty. Okay, and then again for the other side, tap, tap, tap. Do you guys do this? Do you do the eyeshadow mascara face? Oh yeah, that's really pretty. Okay, so usual rule is if you do a very bold eye look, then you don't do a bold lip look, but we do what we want on this channel. So I think I'm gonna do a bold lip for you guys as well. What do you guys think? Do you think I should do like a purple or maybe a, ooh, let's do something really wild. Maybe an orange to go with the purple. Yeah, that would be really pretty. Okay. So sometimes I use the blender, especially with like liquid lipstick. But this NYX, this is my favorite. I have like almost every color. Favorite lipstick of all time. It's the Lingerie XXL. And it stays on so well. It's so pigmented and I never need a liner for it. So, and this is the shade. Let me see what shade this is. Ooh, getting caliente. So this is like an orange. And I usually... Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. That's really, really pretty. Wow. I love this look. It's beautiful. Oh, I need to pop my nose ring in. Let's see if I can find it. That's another thing, you gotta be careful. Did anyone ever teach you the trick? Because that'll get all the lipstick off off your inner lip. It won't get on your teeth. Okay, where is my nose ring? There you are. Come here. Come here, little baby. Okay, so, and then pop that in. Whoop. So this is the finished look. It looks gorgeous. I don't think I need to do anything else. I don't think so. So this, and then I'll let down my hair. Maybe I'll do my hair for this video again. Oh, it's gorgeous. Okay, yeah, see, it's getting a little yellow from my skin because you can see it doesn't really quite match, but that's okay. All right, guys. Well, I hoped you liked this Get Ready With Me video and me doing my makeup for Brush with Death episode. And, you know, maybe we'll keep doing this. If you guys like this, I can keep doing it and we can keep talking and just having a little, you know, girl time. All right, guys. Well, I will hopefully see you in the next video. I hope you have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another, and I love you. Go out, be good people. Bye.